we go. Hi, everybody. So, welcome. I am actually trying out Restream for this stream in the next few. So, let me know if you can hear me okay. And if you hear scratching, it's this little miss right here. I need to rename her camera if it'll let me. Let's see. There we go. I don't know if it will. No, it changes both of them. Awesome. Oh my goodness. All right. So it's going to be interesting learning a new system. But here we are. Right. Okay. So let me know how y'all are doing. Supposedly with Restream, it's a lot like StreamYard and Streamlabs, but hopefully with Restream, whenever my computer doesn't update, it won't screw everything else up like Streamlabs does. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the deal with Streamlabs because it seems like it's every other update is an issue. And of course it is. Of course it is. All right. So if you don't know what we do here, I am going to be running sprints. They're going to be 45-minute long sprints. During those sprints, you can be productive in any way that you need to be, whether it's taking a nap like Kona over here, or doing whatever, reading, writing. I am going to be running the rest of My Husband Wants to Keep Me Dominant through AutoCrit's analysis to make sure that all the plot lines are going well and that the chapter makes sense and all that good stuff before I actually get into editing the thing. So yeah, over on the YouTube side, on all sides, I have this put up. So this is the Google Docs sheet with all of the YouTubers, the author tubers who run sprints. The schedule is updated quite regularly, so make sure to check that out if you're looking for more sprints for the day after I end or while I'm sprinting, so you can stream hop, whatever. All right, so here we go with this. Here is our 45-minute timer. I hope that you are ready. Make sure that you hydrate. Make sure that you have some snacks if you have rumblies and tumblies. And let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Get at it. Alrighty, how did everybody do during that one? So I have been running. My husband wants to keep me dominant through AutoCrit's analysis tool. I usually do this in order to make sure that the book is good before I actually start edits. And it's imperfect, but it does help a lot. I love AutoCrit's tools. So they have planning. You can actually write your book in AutoCrit if you want to. Analysis, pacing, dialogue, strong writing, word choice, repetition, readability, inspiration, and publishing are all the tools that you can use within the AutoCrit's writing features. So I like to run it through analysis and pacing and dialogue mostly, because Pro Writing Aid usually takes care or helps me take care of like the strong writing and word choice and repetition thing better than AutoCrit does. So yeah, that's part one of my editing process. Right in the middle of it, right in the thick of it. We had a JC join us. Hello. And Alina. Hello. And a Bugsick Bunny. Might just call you Bunny if that's okay. Join us over on Twitch. And we were talking about the All the Words August 80K, 48K, 18K challenge that Maggie began. But yeah, it's interesting. It's mostly to get you into a routine. That's what the whole 80K All the Words August is all about. But then he says there are so many books behind you, a worn corner for reading and concentration. Yeah. So this shelf right here is mostly research books. The top shelf does have a lot of AuthorTube books on it, including JC, who I popped up before. I have one of her books up here. And I think Caro, Maggie, Jenna, a couple of others. And then this one right here back behind me is usually a mostly fantasy. I've got young adult fantasy and dark fantasy and romance fantasy on this shelf mostly. And then manga, of course. And then over here is a messy shelf. I haven't organized it very well. And then I have another shelf with trade paperbacks, all my very, very, very old books that I want to keep, but also copies of my books. So I have like 30 copies of The Belle Earth Witch and 20 of Capture the Empress and like 10 or 15 of I'm No Hero, just to try to help me prepare for giveaways. And if I have a festival that pops up that either I get invited to with one of my friends to help table or something like that, I have books that I can take and sign and all that good stuff. Lena finished a scene, but the next one, I only have 7 sentences, need to expand it a lot. You got this. I believe in you. Hey, Eva. How are you? Eva says, we just got home from a little vendor market. I got some food truck food and supported some small businesses with some small purchases. I'm hot and worn out now, though. That is awesome. I enjoy doing little things like that, especially the food trucks. I don't know. I'm a foodie. Right? Yeah. Penny says, library is growing and difficult to find a place for new candidates. Yes. Know that all too well. All too well. Yeah, I'm on break. Stepped away to get some coffee. Nice. I'm thinking about getting a second cup of coffee myself because the first one just has not kicked it yet. I did stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning this morning to though. That is not really usual for me. It's usually only like one or two. But that extra hour, I got interested in a K drama because, of course, I did. All right, so hold on. Let's reset this so that we can do another 45-minute sprint. JC's editing a video today, so yeah, that's what I'm working on. Nice. Eva says, I only saw one other author at the event, and it was a self-help motivational speaker sort of setup. Okay. I'm not sure if these events don't want authors or if the traffic costs make it unreasonable for authors to set up. I don't know. Things are hit or miss. I know some of the little food truck festivals and stuff that I've been around, it's mostly been like crafts, but like wood crafts mostly. Like there's no quilts or anything like that. Every now and then there's like crochet, uh, but yeah, I don't think I've ever seen any authors at any of the ones that I've went to either. Now that you mention it, I wasn't really paying attention. I was, food. Yeah, she is sleeping, and she is snoring. So if y'all hear the snores, it's what you come here for, right? Kona snores. But yeah, my little potato is snoring. All right, so don't forget to hydrate. Don't forget to get some noms if you have rumblies and the tumblies. I got me a little cap full of peanut M&Ms. Sam's Club, y'all, for snacks that you can still work with, like M&Ms, Skittles, and stuff like that. Sam's Club is awesome. Anyway, and if you have been staring at your screen for a long time, make sure to look away and blink a couple of times. That way you can reduce eye strain. If you have been sitting at your desk for a while, get up and move around if you are able, or at least do some stretches to reduce body strain. JC says, absolutely, it sounds wonderful. Like as a bookseller instead of an author, yeah. I don't know, maybe they're just afraid like all the finger foods from like the food trucks and everything, if you get a book, it's going to get dirty or whatever, and then you're going to like complain, Karens. I don't know. Eatsburger, yes. Love it, love it, love it. We might have hamburger steaks tonight. All right, anyway, let's get started in this next sprint in 3, 2, 1, and get at it. Alrighty, how did everybody do on that one? I have went over the analysis up to chapter 24, which means I only have 4 chapters left to do on the analysis part. And then I can jump into further edits. Yay. I should be editing I'm Your Hero because it's supposed to be coming out in October, but we might be pushing it back to 2026 just because I don't know. I'm not feeling it. So I think it's just like the first book blues, I guess. I don't know. The second book in this series is proving to be as difficult as the first one, and I'm just not prepared. I knew it would be, but yeah. I'm talking about the little festival thing, family time always being fun. Hub showed up and said Conacam. Bunny says it might come by more often. That would be awesome. Kona, laying in the floor instead of in her bed, as dogs do, because, you buy them expensive, comfy beds, and they're like, eh. But she does lay in her bed, obviously. Let's see. James says, gotta smash the like button, feed the beast. And Emma, hello, 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 and welcome both of you. Hope you're both doing so good. Stop sounding so excited. Yeah, really? Yeah, I really do think it's just because I've become a better writer. I feel like I've become a better writer since writing I'm No Hero. I wrote I'm No Hero 5 years ago. And the second book I wrote right after it. So the second book was written 5 years ago. So the fact that it's like that long ago, and I was never really proud of I'm No Hero, if that makes sense. I mean, I know it's my debut novel, but I'm not really proud of it. Whereas Capture the Empress, The Bella Earth Witch, and this new series that I'm working on right now, I am very proud of and want to claim them. So, yeah. Well, I can relate. As book 3 of my first series is that for me. That is why I pivoted over to the new book. Yeah. That's the reason why I'm sticking with this novella series, because I'm really, really excited about it. It's, I don't want to let it go. JC says, just distracted myself by checking my email. Not sure why on earth I did that. It's all good. But back to video editing I go. Yep. JC says she looks so cute lying on her bed. Yeah. Cute potato. And why her nose is like right there to her water bowl. It looks closer than it does. It looks closer on camera than it is in real life. Each book becomes the better book you have created, right? I think what might happen with the I'm No Hero series is down the road I might revise I'm No Hero, and then do the second book and then write the third book and do it, just so they're more up to date and I can be prouder of them, I guess. I don't know. It's something like that. We'll see. We will see what happens. But yeah. What were you wondering? How do you come up with all the titles of your books? It's I can't really pinpoint it. So I'm No Hero came to me very, right when I was in the middle of writing the first book because it's a reluctant hero. And she just didn't want to have anything to do with being the hero. I'm going to pause that right there. And the Belle Earth Witch, the main character's last name is Belle, and she's an Earth Witch. So I just kind of smushed those together. The Capture the Empress, every single one of the main characters is captured by the main family. So they're all going to be capture the whatever. So the first one is Capture the Empress. The second one is Capture the Intrepid. The main character in that one is very, very timid. So Intrepid, that took me forever to find a word that worked better to me than timid. So that one took a little while. Next one's going to be Capture the Queen in that series. And then we have, where are they written down? Nowhere that I can see right off the top of my, with my eyesight. Oh, come on. Focus, eyes. Focus, 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 focus. I didn't write them down on that page. Wow. Okay. So I'm slacking. Oh, there it is. Prince, Harem, Ghost, Maid, Wildling, and Emerald are the rest in that series. So they each portray the main character in those books. Now, as far as the My Husband Wants series, the second, third, and fourth book were harder for me to name because they have more of the guys in them than the first book did. The first book is all version. So it made sense for hers to be My Husband Wants Me to Be blank. My husband wants to keep me pristine kind of thing. The second one is both Harry and Addie. So Addie is half the book, while as Harry, well, no, Harry has more chapters than Addie does. So it's kind of weird that one is a My Husband Wants as well, but it works. It still works. But yeah, like I said, I can't really pinpoint it. It just, half the time it comes to me at 3:00 in the morning, in the middle of me writing the book. Like I still have 2 or 3 projects that I have not named, just because I don't really know what to name them yet, because I've only had maybe 2 or 3 paragraphs to write down the idea on, and I haven't really gotten to know the characters all that well. Most of the titles come from my characters, period. It's a description of that main character, or it's a fear of that main character, or it's something that the main character doesn't want. Do you title it first, then write the book, or the other way? It's the other way around. It's always the other way around. Thank you so much for that. But it just, yeah, it's the main character. The main character pushes the plot, pushes the book, and it creates the title. So, for example, I have Project Invasion. I'm not writing that anymore, so that's a bad example. We will do, sorry, I'm going through my list, y'all. Possession. Okay, we have Project Rebellion, Project Possession, and Project Demon. Those 3 don't have titles. So, Rebellion, I have about 6 or 7 chapters written on it. So it's kind of weird that one hasn't gotten a title yet. But nothing has really come to me with it. Probably because I have no idea where it's going. to tell you the honest truth. Possession. Now, that one I've only gotten 2 chapters in, and I kind of hit a wall with it. So that's the reason why it doesn't have a title yet. The character, I'm not quite feeling her, so I'm going to have to like flesh her out a lot more. And then Project Demon is, oh my gosh, he's all over the place. That character is literally all over the place. It's like he has 10 personalities in one. So that one's going to be terrible to come up with a title. I have a feeling. So yeah, they're all just character based. There's another princess. The prince's sister is a pirate. I mean, that sounds like a good title. I mean, I kind of like that title, but I know it's not going to be the title. Maybe, I don't know. It might grow on me. We'll see. Kind of like my new project. Don't have a name for it yet. Yeah. It's just weird. It's just weird. Chaos Persona for the name, maybe. It has to be something kind of demonic though, because the way I have that world set up is it's an alien planet. Okay. They're like the hub of the universe, and these creatures go all over the universe, and they create something that world that they're going to needs, while also trying to find their mate. So most of the time, because that world is so prim, proper, perfect, whenever they go to another world, they want to create chaos. They want to mess things up. So most of the other worlds think that they are demons, and that's the reason why I have it called Project Demon. So, and that's another reason why he in particular has like 10 different personalities, is because he's been to 10 or 12 different worlds, and he's had to live that many different lives, because they don't necessarily go to those worlds as themselves. They take on a persona. So yeah, I don't know. Chaos would be a very good word to use. So maybe Chaos Demon. But that is, I don't know. We'll see. Chaos Seed, Chaos Persona, Chaos Demon, Demon's Demise. That's a good one. Yeah, that probably doesn't fit. It could, because if I build his mate the way I want to, it will definitely be the demise of him ever going anywhere else and creating chaos. He will be tamed. Oh my gosh. And then I have the otters, octopus, and badgers. That one does not have a title yet. That's probably just going to have something in like domination in the title, because it's otters, octopuses, and badgers. What else can they do other than dominate, right? Right. All right. So I have 4 more chapters. Are y'all okay with sticking around with me for another 45 minutes, Brent? Yes. Maybe. Possibly. Demon's Persona, Demon Disorder. Demon Disorder Demise. DDD. I have places where I write notes. I'm supposed to be writing notes in one singular place because I promised myself that I would do that. It hasn't happened yet. I wish y'all could see my desk. No, I don't wish y'all could see my desk because it's literally a mess. So speaking of having notes in one place, so notes. More notes. There's a pile. More notes. So technically, they are all on the desk. I mean, that counts, right? Oh my gosh. So there's a reason why a lot of my characters are rather chaotic. This brain. This brain. I think Chaos Persona would be too close to Persona 5. That might be a thing that what was that one? Demon Disorder Demise. Hey Mel. Yes. Good luck with that. Like most writers' desk, right? I'm even going to have another desk right here so I can have more space to put all of my chaos. Wait, are you that organized that you actually have notes in all in one place, Sam? What kind of writer are you? No, it's not all in one place. So those, okay, the pile that is underneath my monitor that I'm pointing to right here is things that I need to do, sizes and margins and stuff like that of books, story seeds, things that I need to look at throughout the My Husband series to make sure that they're consistent. That's that list right here. And plans on publication is on the back, along with something about teriyaki chicken and broccoli. No, that was our order for the hibachi place. So yeah, they're technically in order, and this is a list of books that's like K-pop Demon Hunters, and then underneath that is the difference between Restream and StreamYard and Streamlabs list. I have my character notes from I'm No Hero and I'm Your Hero, and index cards that I was going to use to help me keep track of stuff. And then I have a whole other notebook of random things under here. I have names of or channel names of YouTubers and what their actual names are, what they want to be called, and how to pronounce some things. Yeah. My husband wants to keep me dominant cards. K-pop Demon Hunter book tag card. Yeah, it's oh my gosh. Yeah, that actually counts. Seeds of Babel. That would be a good one. Yeah, Shot myself in the foot there, didn't I? I really want hibachi right now. Wonder if any of them deliver around here. And do I have time to eat before the husband gets home? Probably not. Today's Saturday. He's going to get home at 6. Maybe. Possibly. Faces of Ruin, World Breakers Masquerade, Chaos Sower. If anyone uses any of these, let me know. Because I also have the problem of not looking up my book titles until after I've created the ISBN for them, and I'm like, wait, maybe somebody has written this already. Fun fact, the Demon Project came from an RPG that I used to be in because I played a character that his name was Basil. He had 10 different personalities. Yeah. So I built that around him because I pulled him from the RPG and I was like, yeah, you deserve better. Hey Maggie, random things. All the things and the things plus the things. Right. All right. I've got 4 more chapters. Don't forget to hydrate. Don't forget to get some snacks if you have rumblies and the tumblies. Take a nap if you need to, like Miss Akona back there in her little snores. And let's get to work in 3, 2, 1. Get at it. Alrighty. How did everybody do on that one? Stop that right there. And stop the caption. Okay. So I got through the overall autocrit analysis of My Husband Wants to Keep Me Dominant. I got through the pacing. Pacing looks good, including sentence, paragraph, and chapter pacing. It's about average for like fantasy kind of thing. And then I've started on dialogue. So I'm looking at the dialogue tags in each chapter. And if there's more than 2 similar ones other than said or asked, then I'm writing them down on the chapter cards so that I can make sure to change that out if it seems too much. Just to make sure I check it. And then I'll be done with dialogue. So after that is word choice and I'll do repetition in PWA, Pro Writing Aid, just because it's easier there. But yeah. Adverbs in the dialogue section looks good. Not heavy there. Not bad. So yeah. Overall, the autocrit analysis of My Husband Wants to Keep Me Dominant is good. As it should be. Right. Okay, so we've got that done. Now I can run it through Pro Writing Aid and then listen to it and then run it through Pro Writing Aid again and send it to beta readers. Since it's only like 40,000 words or so, it's like 41,000 something on odd. It's really easy to edit this size. I really like editing this size. It's a far cry from, the 200 and what was I'm No Hero 250,000 that it started out as. Never want to do that again. JC says, I am now at the part where I add in the music, so video is almost done. Nice. That is awesome. Use them tools, right? Mel made noodles. That sounds good. I'm really wanting some like chicken and broccoli right now, but I know I need to be good. Yay for progress. You'll need to show me this program sometime. Curious how it works. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's a little on the expensive side, but I will definitely show you. Pro Writing Aid. I had Pro Writing Aid just by itself. I used it for the longest time, but then I added AutoCrit here recently. And both together make me happy. But if I had to choose between one or the other, it's a hard choice now, especially since I've been using both here so often lately. I don't know. Overall, AutoCrit might be my preference over Pro Writing Aid. Just because I know in Word I can do like the searches for what I know now as my crutch words, and repetitiveness, maybe. I don't know. Both is good. Both is always the answer. Okay, I don't feel so bad about my book that is 119K. Yeah, I don't. I don't know if you can see the thickness. That is I'm No Hero. This is after edits, and this is after it got closer to the 200,000 mark. But yeah. In the process of going through crutch words on that book. Nice. Let's see. That just so. Grins or grinning, something to do with grinning. Size. Those are like the 5 words, crutch words, and the 5 words that I repeat the most throughout all of my books. I like using PWA extension so it flags things as I write it and then run it through AutoCred after I'm done to look at the other stuff. Yes, I have the PWA extension. I just don't turn it on half the time. I guess because it's so when I'm writing, I want to focus on writing. If I stop to edit or change anything, it breaks up the flow so bad half the time that I lose momentum and I have to get back into it. So I usually only turn the Pro Writing Aid extension on whenever I'm going through the second time, like I'm adding scenes or fleshing them out. That would be that's the only time I turn that extension on. Just yeah. Oh god, that's the name of my book is embarrassing. Yes, I know. Same. I think there was in the Bell Earth Witch. I should have copied and saved this sentence, but it was a compound sentence, and it had 5 that's in it. 5 in one sentence. Technically 2, but like I said, it was a compound sentence. 5 that's in one sentence. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Yeah, Eyes was my bane in the first series. Yeah. I can see that. Apparently, I have a tendency to say eyes a lot and describe the eyes a lot. But here in the My Husband series, apparently I have lost the descriptions of my characters or I forget to add them. So they're just characters and they are described by their actions. That's it. So I am definitely, that's one of the notes that I have here that I'm going to have to go through and add in descriptors here and there and not just say eyes or grin or something like that. So yeah, that's crazy, right? Oh man. JC says, but what I'm finding out is that sometimes it needs those. That's because if you take the word that out, the sentence no longer makes sense. Yes, exactly. You have to be really careful. And sometimes rewording it just doesn't do it either. And you have to use the that. You have to be comfortable with the that. Hopefully you don't have 5 in the same sentence because oh my gosh, that was crazy. Okay, so notes for future reference for y'all. Breaking the Block is taking a break tomorrow, so we will not be here at 11 a.m. for Breaking the Block episode. But we will be back on the 31st, and we'll be talking about villains and how to word this. If what to do when your book feels like it's too much to publish, like it's got too many characters or it's got too many things going on. So we'll be talking about those 2 things on the 31st. What the heck, Maggie? I haven't even started. Oh, I feel like such a slacker. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, we're taking a break tomorrow. We will not be here tomorrow for Breaking the Block, but we will be back the 31st. And again, it's villains and what to do when your book feels like it's too much. And then next month, I'm hoping I can start doing the character randomizer again. And that will be on the 4th Saturday of every month. And yeah, hopefully we'll pick that up again. I know it's been a while since we did a character randomizer. I think it was October of last year. Seems like it was October of last year. So starting it next month would be probably ideal. Just so we can get some juices flowing and creativity for the fall. Ooh. I'm sure it was not that bad. Yeah, same. Have you listened to it twice and then read it while transcribing and notes I made? Yeah. Yeah. Mel says I have to watch the replay, so I can't join the chat. Boo. Yeah. It'll be okay. Be alright. Okay. Whoop. Yes, I know. I made a noise. She has to come investigate to see if I'm okay. Or to silently yell at me because I made noise. With her huffing and half growls. Yeah. Y'all, do y'all hear that? You want to talk some more? Yeah? What? Oh my goodness. F. F. Okay. Maggie says you throw some of the side characters in the blender and make C smash. Oh, she's so sweet. Yes, thank you. Look at that tail wag. All right. No breaking block tomorrow, but we'll be back on the 31st. The character randomizer will start next month, hopefully. We might just do every other month or something like that. I don't know. I haven't decided. See, her tail wagging is too cute. Yeah, she is something else. She's become my life here. So squeaky. Yeah. She's getting more verbal and I'm loving it. She's come a long way, but she still has a long way to go. I actually got her to sit on command 2 days ago. And then she was like, okay, I'm done listening to commands and doing what you say. So, here we are. She's getting a little bit closer to actually responding to treats. So, yeah. We're getting there, y'all. We're getting there. Okay. And I will not be streaming on Monday because I will be heading to Murphy for a thing that I have on Tuesday there. And I'll be back Thursday morning for my 9 a.m. Eastern stream, as long as everything goes well in Murphy and I don't have to stay there. And then Friday is the launch stream for this little happy thing right here. So My Husband Wants to Keep Me Pristine is going live on the 29th. Link should be in the description, but if it's not, you can get it Friday. There is pre-order for the ebook available. Let me make sure that it is in the description. Or did I just lie to y'all? I lied to you. It is not in the description. What the heck, Sam? Get it together. Hold on. I'll get that link. It'll take me just a second to get it for y'all. Okay, here we go. There we go. All right. So pre-orders for the My Husband Wants to Keep Me Pristine. The link is right here. I will see y'all Thursday morning for our 9 a.m. sprints. Y'all have a great day. No, none of us have it together. And it's fine. We're human. Y'all have a great rest of your day. I will probably see you in the chats for a little while, and I will see you Thursday. Bye.